Hey everybody, I'm Johan, a storyteller. Here's another story. Everything today is a tragedy. You know, theatrics, excuse me, allergies. Everything's a tragedy today. Theatrics. Let's talk about it. I grew up in the 60s. There were different times. Things were not blown out of proportion. You know, it was a tragedy back in the 60s when someone died, naturally, in a car accident, something like that. That was a tragedy. People got together, went to the neighbor's house, uh, mentioned them in church, lit candles for them, things like this, for the family and for the deceased, things like this. Those were tragedies, not like today. Everything's a tragedy. In the 60s growing up, I was grateful for the people I hung around, and I'm thankful I had that experience. The older folks were born pretty much in the early 1900s, went through 2 world wars and Korea, and the Depression. They had their shit together. They were balanced. They were balanced because back then you had nutritious food. My mother and I talk about this when I visit her in assisted living. There were 2 farmers that used to come around in trucks delivering their goods. Okay? And people grew vegetables in their garden. Meats came from local farmers. Milk came from local farmers. So these people ate good. That helped with their balance. They had ambition to do the work they needed to do, their job to provide for their family. That was good enough. And what helped them stay balanced was most of them attended whatever religious faith they belonged to, services on Sunday. That also helped keep their balance. Today it's a different story. Totally different. Oh, let me give you this example. I'll give you an example of what happened back when I was a kid and what happens today. I was always out in the woods. There were times I would fall down a 20-foot embankment and scrape my knee up real bad. I went home, told my mom. She cleaned it off, put some mercurochrome on it, didn't get a Band-Aid, that was rare, and we went back outside to play. Today, when something happens like this, the parents are taking their kids to urgent care. Everything that happens to the kid is a tragedy. Ever hear of, I hope I don't butcher the name, Munchausen syndrome? We didn't have the internet back then, obviously. And that's the other thing. Today, something happens right away. They're on Facebook. And not just parents, everybody. Oh, this happened to me. What a tragedy. I went to the store, came home, and realized I forgot to get a grocery. It's a tragedy, right? Things like this. Typically, when these things happen, not only do they make it a tragedy, they blame somebody else. Well, I was in the one aisle and somebody said hello to me, and then I forgot what I was going to get. What a tragedy. Things like this. Times have changed. Times have really changed. Every little thing that happens gets hyped up and it turns into theatrics. Make it an amazing day. Make it. It's your choice. It's your decision what kind of day you're going to have. And not just that, make it an amazing life. It's your choice. It's your decision what kind of life you're going to have. So have a good one.